Westeros, 277 after conquest.
What started as a tax dispute in the small port of Duskendale became one of the bloodiest standoffs in the Seven Kingdoms.
Lord Dennis Darkland refused the Iron Throne's levies, but behind him was his wife, Lady Serala of Myr. She poured poison into his ear, convincing him he could defy the dragon and win.
Let's be clear, this wasn't some noble rebellion. It was about money, stubbornness,
and a foreign-born wife convincing her husband he could outplay the Iron Throne.
When Aerys came to settle matters himself, he was seized. The king rotted in a dungeon for 6 months. The realm trembled.
Tywin? He had the town surrounded for 6 months.
Until one day he had enough and gave the Darklands 24 hours to release the king, or the city would burn. But then enters Sir Barristan Selmy.
Sir Barristan Selmy asked Tywin himself, "Let me try something first."
It was a mad gamble. Tywin wanted fire and steel, but Selmy asked for a single chance, and got it. Into the darkened streets of Duskendale. Cloaked in shadow, he scaled the walls, cut his way through guards, and stormed the dungeons.
Against impossible odds, he freed the king and carried him to safety.
That's the story the singers tell. The lone knight, the bold rescue.
But history rarely shines so brightly when you peel back the songs.
Some claim Barristan was not entirely alone, that he had help from men inside the castle, or perhaps from Darkland retainers eager to end the standoff. Others suggest the king's captivity was less desperate than reported, that Lord Darkland treated Aerys as a guest-turned hostage, and that Selmy's daring rescue was more of a negotiated handover than a midnight raid. What is certain is that Barristan's legend grew, while Lord Dennis was executed and his house extinguished.
Justice. They betrayed their king, and they paid the price. Justice? That was extermination. The crime of one lord became a death sentence for an entire family.
That's not justice. That's vengeance.
Call it what you want. Tywin Lannister made sure no lord ever forgot what defiance cost.
The king was saved, the Darklands destroyed, and Barristan Selmy was etched into legend. Some call it bravery, others call it madness.
But all agree, Duskendale was only the beginning of Sir Barristan the Bold.